This episode of Pen Point starts right now. This episode of Pen Point is brought to you by Squarespace. There's a CNN article, which to me is brand new, just came out, but to you, there's a little bit of time delay, because they have to edit these and stuff. It's on CNNmoney.com, this article right here, CNNmoney.com, that by 2020, 4 big items could is an important word there, could suck up 92% of tax dollars. So what they've got broken down here on CNN is that, and this is, by saying of your dollar, it's one of these like USA Today jive-ass graphs, because they don't think people can understand percentages, so they break it up on a single dollar. So they don't say, 28%, they don't say 8%, they say 8 cents on a dollar, because in case you don't want to learn about percentages, CNN has got yourself covered. By the way, Piers, whatever his name, took over the Larry King show and said that he was really, I didn't see this, a friend told me, he was really happy to be on CNN because they weren't biased. And I'm not laughing because no one is unbiased. I mean, that's the whole point of news, is to be biased. What I always said about bullshit was we are fair and extremely biased. What I want on a newscast is them to say, hi, good evening, I hate President Obama, and here's the news. I mean, once you know someone's background, you can learn more about the news. And you know my background, I'm libertarian. My peers know. There's no politics there at all. CNN is completely neutral. I mean, does someone believe that? I mean, do they believe about Fox or MSNBC or NBC, or do they believe about the Weather Channel, for Christ's sake? Running the government on 8 cents. They say that could, by 2020, 28% of your tax dollar, or 28 cents, could go to Social Security, 28 could go to interest, 21 to Medicare, 15 to Medicaid, and 8% left over for everything else in the government. And they're horrified that the government could, only have 8% to spend on everything else. And what I would think is that get away from everything, and even that 8% is high. But that's the libertarian point of view. You don't need to hear that from me. You hear that. So there it is. There it is. The one I'm talking about is interest. 28%. 28%. This is CNN. 28% is going to go to interest on our national debt. 28% of all the money brought to the government by 2020 could go to interest. 28% of all the money. Let me tell you how much I hate paying interest. I hate paying interest. And I guess this is old-fashioned because there's all these tax incentives that you're supposed to game the system, and you're supposed to have a lot of interest, especially on your house and all of that. And it drives me crazy. My mom and dad, I was brought up in a house that they built themselves and bought and paid for, and the land before I was born. They would not move into a place that they didn't own. They would not pay interest. Now, Teller and I, just to give you an idea, we're old. We've been around a long time. But years and years ago, before the what Mojo Nixon calls the inner tube, before computer stuff, before we had a business manager, we were going around, and we really were overtly, literally, carny trash. When Joe and I were going around doing fairs and so on. I try to say fairs to avoid saying Renaissance fairs, because fairs sound kind of like we were cool and tough and mean, and Renaissance fairs sound like we were at a Renaissance fair. You can even find a picture of me. I bet if they asked me, I'll give a picture of me doing Renaissance fair in like tights and stuff. And I did all the bookkeeping. So every night we go into the Motel 6 or whatever, sharing our room with Keller and I would do all the bookkeeping. I did it all by hand, and the books were all handed to our business managers when we got more money, in the 80s. But before that, all by hand by me. And I was in charge of paying all the money. And most of the people that we were touring with, our peers, were real hippies, not just like long hair like me, but real hippies. And they pretty much lived hand to mouth, although they made the same amount of money we did. Not quite, because we would do half and a half. We made a lot more money passing the half than they did. But pretty much in this same general peer group, they were always broke. We always had money, and they paid in cash or dope, and we paid with credit cards. I had my American Express card. And what I was most terrified about, was it Visa, whatever it was you can get interest on. What I was most terrified about was paying interest. I was terrified about paying interest. I hated paying interest. I didn't want to pay a penny of interest because to me that was money for nothing. Now I know people who are more sophisticated than me, which is everybody watching is more sophisticated. You go, well, with interest you are paying for something. You're paying for the use of money, and that's very, very important. And of course it is. But I didn't want to pay it. I couldn't see it that way. So what I would do was we were going on like a 3-month tour of fairs. And I was going to be away from getting the mail, and you can't get mail forwarded on the road. You're slitting a little apartment away from the P.O. box. You don't get anything. I wouldn't get the bill. And I was afraid that it would roll over, and I'd have to pay interest. So I would do 3 months of calculation from where we were going to be and what we were going to be doing, and I would figure out how much the whole time was going to cost us. And that means all gas, all food, all lodging, I'm not about to sign, but gas, food, and lodging, all our tolls, and all the money we would spend. I would figure out how much that was going to be, and Teller and I would scrape together the money, and I would send all of that money to my credit card company. So we're going to be gone 3 months. And we're working cheap then. It's like $15 a night for where we stay, and gas and stuff. You're talking about being able to tour on, even with food, $30, $40 a day. And doing that 7 days a week, maybe $300, $400 a week. And then for 3 months, you could probably figure that out if you wanted to. It's a couple thousand dollars. And I would send in the check to my credit card company and have a balance in my credit card company, a positive balance. They would owe me like, $3,000, and then this carny trash would go out the door because I was terrified of paying interest. Now, I was giving them money that they could use and they could invest, and I'm sure one of the reasons the credit card companies got so big was because of the Penn and Teller money. We were on the road doing fairs and stuff. But I never paid even a penny of interest. Penn and Teller never paid a penny of interest, okay? So that when we had our operating budget was our real operating budget. Now, I am carny trash. I finished high school on a plea bargain. I'm stupid. I'm not a smart guy. I'm not educated. I don't know anything. And yet I paid no interest. And by 2020, the United States of America chock full, bulging of really, really smart motherfuckers is going to pay 28 cents. I don't know. That's going to be really cool. Well, they're going to be cool. I'm kind of building up to something. It's going to be really cool. I'm going to do like this, right? They're going to pay 28 cents on a dollar. 28 cents on a dollar on interest. I mean, how stupid can we get? And it doesn't matter if we need these programs. We can't afford them. Paying 28% interest? I mean, are we running our whole country by hippies? Holy fuck! I work myself up. I got Squarespace offers a flexible solution for anyone looking to create a personal portfolio or any kind of website, no matter what level of code.